Hi guys. Sorry, getting everything situated. Hey Michelle, what's going on, girl? I'm kind of a little ill prepared right now. I got to watching, I'm on a kick of Charmed and I've been watching the reruns, which I know is stupid. What are you gonna do? And got sidetracked on one of them. So my apologies. Alright guys, if you're here, just say hi, what you doing, how are you? Let me know when you're here. I may not be having a lot of people on because Cece's on live right now. Hey Michelle, I never heard back from that lady that I was talking to you about. I don't know if she got mad. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from her. So, hopefully. Alright, I guess this is all that's going to pop on right now. So, I'm Kara with Kara's Creations and More. I made these right here, these OU things. I went and got some foam and covered it with, when I was down at home, got some OU fabric and just Mod Podged over it. And I got the rope, some kind of rope ribbon, and put it around it. It's bright red. Hey Jean, what's going on, girl? And I got this sign last year from Sims. Like on the first trip I went on. But a lot of people think, oh, it's scratched and it's torn. But what it is since it is like a highway sign, it's supposed to be, it's got all the scratches and stuff like it's supposed to be. Oh, thank you, Michelle. So, it's not scratched, I promise. And I didn't put this in the roller yet because I wanted to show you guys. It's a really, really thick mesh. I don't even know what kind of mesh it is. I got it at Sims and I have yet to find it again. I haven't seen it on their their website or anything, but then again, they don't list everything because there's too much to list. So I don't know how much it was or anything. And it was just in a clear white package. But it's really thick. So, but I wanted to show you what it looked like before I put it on. Oh, thank you, Amy. I had to. I was looking like horrible. Okay. Let me get my crap out of the way. I think Laura's taking a nap or something. I don't know where she's at. So, I'm going to do a 15-inch frame. It's an elevated one. And there again, it's tinsels. That's all I have left. If you wanted to do this on a metal frame, all you would have to do is get you a regular metal frame at like Dollar Tree. I don't know if Dollar Tree sells 15-inch. I think all they sell is 14, but I could be wrong. If you get the ones at Hobby Lobby that are pre-made like this, your numbers are going to be off. So you're going to have uneven ribbon, and it's just going to look a hot mess. So I always give people to not buy it that way. Okay? But if you want to do that, you do 10 on the bottom, 8 on the top, and then 4 inches apart from each other if you wanted to go that route with just the metal frame. Okay. So let me find all my stuff. I'm just going to walk it in. Oopsies. I cut my hand, so if I'm acting like I got some issues with my hands, that's what it is. And I always put it on the top right here to where I can jump over closer to there, to the one above it. And I just attach it to the frame. I don't have my glasses, I can't find them, so you gotta bear with me. See, I got it upside down. I think I left some my glasses at the hotel where I was staying this past weekend. Okay. And I'm going to give a word of advice to anybody in here who has an Etsy account. If you have free shipping on your Etsy, there's no way to put except Alaska and Hawaii. I have looked and looked and looked because I sold a lantern, and I apologize to the lady so much for this. And it came out because it was 7 pounds by the time you get all the glass and all the the bubble wrap. And shipping was $143. But there's nowhere on Etsy to put except, you ship everywhere except in the United States, Hawaii, and Alaska. So just keep that in mind. I think I have a thing, actually I was talking to Michelle about it to see if you could fix that. But just a word to the wise. It's that expensive. And I had to issue a refund to the lady, and I feel so bad because I'm just starting out in business, but I can't afford it. I mean, that's just too much money. So I'm going to do these in 10-inch sections, 10-inch poofs. Hey, Fidencio, what's up, girl? And tie them real tight because this is a very thick mesh, and it's going to come out as a big poof. That's why I'm only doing 10-inch. And I'm trying to make a more cost-efficient wreath. So, it's not so expensive. Hell. It's not so expensive to make or to ship where I can lower the price to where, especially on football and stuff like that. Military, those are the ones I make a lot of, and I have a lot of people ordering those. And if you do want a football wreath, anything you want, if I can get the stuff to match it, I will certainly do it. I will do that custom order. I just require 50% down so I don't get stuck with it. Okay. Like I said, doing 10-inch poofs all the way around. And if you wouldn't mind sharing and liking my page, that would be greatly appreciated. So how's everybody doing? Everybody have a great weekend, I guess. What is today? Monday? Yeah. I'm a night owl, guys. You have to forgive me. I don't even know what day it is half the time. I had to ask my husband today what day it was. Make sure you tie these real tight because the mesh is so thick. I am trying to use what I have so I can save money because apparently Hobby Lobby already has their Easter stuff out, which is crazy. I saw someone post it in Laura Jean's loft, and I can't remember who it was, but I looked at it and I'm like, good God, Christmas is still out. But luckily I have some Easter stuff left over from last year. Like I said, I'm not going to make a lot of extra stuff on this. My neighbors sound like someone jumped through the ceiling. And as you guys know, Doc is here. I'm surprised you can't hear him snoring again. But he's here. Apparently he has a big fan base. Okay. I think at Sims I only paid $6.50 for this sign. They got some good signs with the football. But the only ribbon they have football is Texas Longhorn. So I can't find an OU ribbon that is wired. And I'm not able to sew ribbon on ribbon. I can't do that. I'm challenged when it comes to that. But is Brent watching again? My friend's husband was watching me last night while she was doing something that's funny. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to jump back over. I am going to tie this down. Sometimes I don't, but on this one I'm going to. I am so blind, it's not even funny. Poor Brent. I'm just going to jump up above, zip tie this to the frame. And then we're going to pop over to the next ones. Get these in real quick. But whoever was watching last night, I actually did get my hat finished. I got it securely placed where I wanted it to. Took me forever. Finally, I just glued it in. After I somehow anchored it. Okay. I know a lot of people aren't OU fans. I, however, am. So, that's what I'm making. Well, nobody's talking tonight. Usually everybody's chatting away. Oh Lord, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I hope my daughter does not call. Because she's bad about calling on the most inopportune times. Okay. This mesh is so stiff and thick. See, and sometimes these things are so stuck together that it doesn't want to work with you. Hi Carla, how are you doing? It's nice to see you here. I'm Kara from Kara's Creations and More. I'm doing an OU Sooners wreath tonight. Okay. I'm doing, it's probably about an 11-inch by the time I get it on there. It's very, very, very thick mesh. I got the mesh from Sims, and sometimes when you buy from Sims, they don't, especially if you're there and buying it, it doesn't give a description. So I couldn't even begin to tell you the description of it. But it's very thick and it's a good mesh. Well, hi Kelsey, how are you doing? Welcome. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them. I don't mind answering. I like to talk. And the good thing about this mesh is it doesn't really fray. All right, and we're coming up on our last one. This is why I like using the tinsel on these. It's the only reason why I like the tinsels. Okay. And we're going to cut it off. See, it's so thick, it don't even want to roll up in there. And that rolled up in there so well, I'm not going to attach it to the frame because it just tucked up in there so well. Usually I do, but yeah, I'm going to. Sorry, changed my mind. I'm all right, Kelsey, if you're new to the group. I have a bulldog who snores And you will be able to hear him. He's already started. So if you wonder what that noise is, it's him. Give him time. Ask all the ladies in here. You'll be able to hear him. Alright, see I have the hole in the middle? I don't want it there. But since the mesh is all red, I want to keep it that way. So, a lot of people don't do this. I like it that way, so I'm just going to cut off probably about 15 or 20 inch piece. Cut 2 of them. And the reason being is to fill that hole. All I do is I fold it in half like this. Sorry, he's getting started now. And I just kind of roll it in like a ruffle. If it gets tangled, it's fine. It's just to create a cushion. That's all it is. I just twist it like that. Same way with this one. Why are they so quiet? Kelsey, I'm doing great. Aside from all the rain we got going on here. And I'm going to fill this hole. Just take 2 pipe cleaners, put them together. I know you guys hear this all the time, how it goes. Good Lord, I'm sorry. He's loud. I'm apologizing now. It's loud. You can hear him snoring, Pam. He's just, bless his heart. He's just so loud. All right, and I'm just going to go in here on this little top bar right here, and I'm just going to attach that to there. I know, Pam. That's why I put those pictures online, because everybody was like, what does he look like? Apparently, he's got a big fan base, so I figured I'd put some pictures of him online on my page. Hi, Amy. How are you doing? Good Lord. And then I'm just going to do another one across from it, just so I can just create that X. He's an English Bulldog, Kelsey, and they just, all they do is snore and fart. Literally. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that word, which I don't care, but that's what they do. See, he knows I'm talking about him, so he stopped. But they are the best dogs to have. Is it that loud? I mean, most of the time I'm oblivious to it. But if I keep him out of the room, he bangs his big head on the door, and I don't want him breaking the door. Alright, so now I have that X, or the crossbar, whatever you want to call it. And I just need it for cushion. That's all I need it for. I'm just going to cut that excess off. And I'm just going to shove this in there. I may need 1, I may need 2. I just shove it in there and put the pretty ones over it. So like I said, I just need a base. I know. Bless his heart. I'm just going to attach that. Yeah, my husband don't normally snore. He was in the military and he still sleeps with like one eye open. Alright, every now and then he will. But that one day he was. You couldn't tell if it was him or the dog. It was hilarious. It's like one of those times you have to video because they won't believe you. It was like unison. Doc would go, he would go. It's hilarious. Alright, so there's no hole. Okay. Alright, I gotta find my rib. Alright, and this, it's got a hole in the middle. I don't want to use the hole in the middle. So I want to use them right here on each, and I got a beadsmith in the jewelry section. And I'm just going to poke a hole at each top. And the same way down here. Oop, that went in my hair. I'll probably never find it. Okay, and then probably right there. Oh my God, guys, sorry. I know this is itchy. Like I said, I only use 22 gauge ribbon or wire. Everybody else uses the other size. I break it. So you use what you can make sense to you. I'm going to cut 4 of these. I probably got them about 20 inches. They're probably a little too long. I'd rather have it too long than too short. Oh, thank you, Fidency. Appreciate it. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. My nose is itchy. Fidencia, put your Etsy shop in the comments. My friend Fidencia, she's about to put her website or her Etsy shop in there. She makes awesome candles. Just a minute ago, I lit one. Cinnamon. She gave them to me to try out. And it's got the whole house. I only had to light it for like 30 minutes. And they smell really, really good. She gave them for me to try out, and they're awesome. So, Fidencia, put your Etsy on there for me. Alright, now I'm just going to tie this off. If I can get it out of my hair. Alright, I've lost one somewhere. I know this is so tedious right here what we're having to do, but in a little bit I'm going to post that New Year's Eve one I finished last night because it actually looks pretty good after I fought with the hat. I know I cut 4, but I've lost one, so cut another one. And I'm not going to put a lot of stuff on this. I'm probably not even going to put a bow on it. I may, just because it's such a big sign. I don't know. We'll see what's up when we get it on there. Okay. And the way the sign is, I really don't want to take away from it by putting a bow on there. So the way it is how I'm going to put it on. All you do, there's holes in this mesh, the way it's made, so you can just slide it right through there, and it goes in just fine. How are you guys doing? If you're new to the page, if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing my page, it would be greatly appreciated. I don't know if you're supposed to say shared or not. I don't know. They change the rules all the time, so. I said it. Then if you wanted to check out my Etsy page, it's Kara's Creations by KWS. If you wanted to go over there and check it out. See if you can find anything. Alright, if I didn't see it, put her website on there. You guys should check it out. Her Etsy page. The candles are wonderful. Is that crooked? Yep. Yeah, everybody's watching Laura, or not Laura, Cece's on live on YouTube, I think, and I'm not sure if Lori's live tonight or not. And all I'm doing is just tying this around the frame. Some people throw the sign over. I'm not doing that, and I am putting the sign on before the ribbons for a specific reason. Because the sign is so big, I don't want ribbons being smashed and it looking, you know, kind of a hot mess. So that's why I'm doing that. I normally don't do that, but I'm not going to add bows or anything to it, so. And I'm just going to cut these shorter. I may have to move it. Why hell, I can't get it cut. Okay, so, oopsies. I'm probably going to put these in there in the bare spots. I'm going to use this right here, and then this right here. It's the last of the red ribbon I have of the football. And I wished I had more, but I can't find it anymore. So you're just going to walk in your ribbon. And you're just going to fluff out your ribbon. Put it where you want it. If you got a good ribbon and not a satin one, it'll go where you want it. Okay. Now this one right here is satin, so it's probably going to fight with me. Hey Lachey, what's going on? Good to see you again. I was just talking about Alaska actually a minute ago. Okay. Hey, Kelsey, if you go to my business page, I posted pictures of him on there because everybody kept asking to see what he looked like. So I guess I just need to like start his own fan page or something because everybody was just dying to see what he looked like. No wonder that wasn't going. If you just scroll down below my live right now, you'll be able to see him on my page. But I want to put rolls in there, so that's why I put the sign on first. So I want to see what the ribbons around it will look like with it. And I just felt like doing it backwards. It's just that type of day, I guess. These lights are horrible hot. I got the heat on and it's killing me. This ribbon is such good ribbon. The strap ribbon is so thick. Canvas is the ribbon way to go, guys. If you ever want to know what kind of good ribbon, canvas is the best way. Sometimes you can't find it. Sorry guys, there we go. My cord was hanging down and the dog's over here and I don't want him knocking it down because he will. And then, you know, like I said, form it in there however you want it. Make sure you don't rip the satin because, like I said, it will rip. Just got to be very careful. I'm going to probably be going live again this week. I don't know if I have it in here or not. I have a sign. I love hippopotamus. I don't know why. Well, I found a Christmas sign has blue hippopotamuses on there. It says all I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus. And I have a friend making the wood cutouts for me. And I'll go pick them up tomorrow. So I know it's too close to Christmas for one, but I just love it. And it just makes me happy. I just want to make it. And if anybody on here has any people that love football, I do take custom orders on military and football only. And homecoming moms, you know, I love making those. Those are my fave. And this mesh is so thick, the ties is kind of hard to put it in there, so make sure that you got it in there good. Everybody's go quiet. I think sometime next week I'm going to do something with Valentine's Day. I don't know where they're at, but I was going to show you. I've never done I've done Valentine's wreaths, but not like round ones or anything like that. All I've done is like the heart frames, and I don't like them, so I need to do something different. I'm tired of doing Christmas. Other than that one I'm going to do, and that's it for Christmas for me. But this is the reason why I'm putting the ribbon on before the sign. Because the way that sign sits, I want my ribbon to be pretty and poked out and not flat underneath the sign. And one of the ties is kind of pushed up under the sign, so I'm not going to put a ribbon there. There's no point, because one piece will be sticking out and it ain't going to look right. See, that canvas ribbon is perfect. We're almost done, guys. I know it's boring tonight. I apologize. Everybody, I don't know, sleeping or something. Trying to figure out where that one place is that I'm not going to put a ribbon. And it's going to be right there. Okay. All right, I figured it out. I got it. And on these, I don't put a lot on them. I want them to be affordable for people. I mean, how many bows can you actually put on your sports wreaths? where it's overkill. So all right. Reason why I'm not putting a ribbon in this one spot is because I have made these footballs. I got little cushion footballs, little styrofoam or whatever they're called, felt footballs, and I went and got me some fabric and Mod Podged it, and then I put that rope wire around it. And one of these is going to go right here. Around that tie so it'll be sticking up. So that's where that's going to go. But first, I got these ruffles right here. I got the black and white trim, I got the red and white stripe, and I got the red. I know that black is not a OU Sooners color, but the sign's got black, so I figured why not. And I'm just going in between the mesh where it meets, not where the ribbons are. And I'm attaching this to the top one. I don't tend to normally do ruffles because it's hard to fit them in a box. And it's, you know, it cuts out on shipping and stuff like that, so it can be afforded because shipping is outrageous. I had an issue with shipping today, and it's crazy. And I will never, I just feel bad. Just be careful where it says on your Etsy where you're shipping to. Like I said, I'm just putting this between the poofs, not in between the ribbons. Those aren't ones to lay down. You have to manhandle them sometimes because these aren't going the way I want them to. Wanted to do something really different tonight, but everything I want I can't find, so I kind of had to go with one of my sports themes. Okay, we're almost done, guys. And see what I meant on how the ribbons fall? Move, dog. I didn't mean to kick you, buddy. Sounds like people fighting outside. I wouldn't doubt it in this area I live in. Well, where are you? What are you wanting to start, Lachey? I can help you out. Are you just confused on what mesh to start with, or color scheme, or what? Girl, you should have seen me before mine. They were horrible. And I really truly thought they were something to be talking about. Mm-mm. And they weren't. Alright, and see, that's what it looks like so far. I don't like bows on my sports ones unless you prefer one, then I'll put one on there, but I don't like them. But if someone was to want one, I would put one on. Like I said, I'm going to put this right here, and I kind of want it up top. I gotta look and see this. Yeah, I want it to sit kind of on top of that roll right there. That's where I want it. And then I only made 2. Well, hey Becky, we're at Louisiana. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue this one in because I am gonna commit to it because that's where I want it. And I am going to put a touch of glue right there to that roll, how I want it to set up. And be careful, don't burn yourself like I just did. West Monroe. Isn't that where Duck Dynasty's from? I love Duck Dynasty. I know you probably hear that a lot. I love that show. I still watch it to this day when I can find it on. Well, Lachey, why don't you? Well, Christmas is over, so I wouldn't recommend that. I've never done a St. Patrick's Day. Valentine's Day is starting. A lot of people are already doing that, and then their Easter and Springs. So, it's whatever you want to make. I wouldn't recommend Christmas unless somebody wants something specific. Like, I can't even talk. And usually whenever I put something, I kind of want to go this way. But I am thinking about putting one kind of peekabooing out right here, I think. Oh my God, he is so loud. Well, Shay, you want to talk about overthinking. This is where you overthink things. On where to put something. Hey, what is the weather like down there in West Monroe? Are you guys rainy like we are? Well, crap. Sorry. I may not even put another one there. Because I don't want to put it that way. I don't want to have it look like it's got ears. And I think I am going to put it right there. And what I do is those ties that I have, those tinsel ties, I'm just wrapping it around that so it'll hold it, and then I'll hit it with glue. Because I want to make sure my ribbons are where I want them underneath before I do that. But I like putting it on top of a roll like this one right here I'm moving over. Because I want it to be able to see. And then I just put glue right on that roll, and it adheres to the ribbon right there. And there's my roll that'll stick down on top of it and hold it into place. And that is a very, 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 very quick wreath. They're not that hard. And then like this, if it's too big of a poof, whatever you want to call it, I will do this and make them like a cross, so it'll cover those spots up. But you know, I don't want a bunch of stuff. Put them like an X around the sign. I think that looks better. And then just tuck that under there. This is why I don't like satin ribbon. Doesn't hold. And I'm only doing this crisscross on the top part. God, he is loud. Girl, you don't know the sign graveyard I have right now. I was looking for this OU sign and I found signs I didn't know I had. That's how bad it is. But if you're ever questioning, Lachey, on what to do and you really need help, find you a design group. That's how I started. It's a private design group. You pay for a month. I belong to 3 of them right now. Hey, and girl, I live in Odessa right now, and it's like, it's raining a lot, but it's been like in the 70s and the 60s. And I'm over here in West Texas, girl. It ain't nothing but no cold. I don't like that. But no, Lachey, seriously, if you really want to get involved in it and you want to learn how to do it, design group all the way. That's how I learned. I thought I was just so perfect at it until I got into design group, and I'm like, oh, I sucked. Good Lord. You're on Lori's group. I'm not on Lori's anymore. I'm on Dylan Palmer, I think his name. He does a lot of florals, and I'm not good with florals, so I figured that would benefit me. And I'm on Michelle Reed's Craft Shack. She was like born with talent. She's really good. And Laura Jean. I like Laura Jean. I really connected with her. Whenever I was with Lori, I was looking at YouTube, and I come across Laura, and that was it. I was hooked with Laura. She does a lot of different methods, and you know, some people don't like her. She makes them huge, and that's what I like. So, you know, if you want to do that, it's worth it. I'm so sorry, Becky. I hate it here. I'm only here for my husband's work, and that's it. I don't like it out here. I hate it in Odessa. But here's what it looks like. It's a very simple, inexpensive wreath. Something like this with shipping would only charge. This is going to go. Oh, you are? That's right, Becky, you are. I thought so. I saw your last name. I'm like, she's. My bad. I would charge with this shipping $70. They're very inexpensive. I like them better than with the big bows and stuff like that. Oh, is he in the oil field, Becky? No, Lachey, I'm not military. My husband retired from the military before I met him, but my brother-in-law retired from the Army up there in Fairbanks. But no, I'm not military. Me and my husband are. I'm an old police officer. I quit doing it. I blew out my ankle. My husband used to work for the U.S. Marshals in law enforcement as well, but he's out here for the oil field as well. We're saving money for a house. What companies he work for, Becky? If you don't mind. But yeah, just like Jan said, you can learn a lot from a group. I didn't just do one group. I did. I was in BABAMS for a long time, and then I went ahead and I like to switch them out, just because I can't afford every one of them all the time. So I was in Lori's Cubby group for a while, and then once I learned just the basics of probably what I need to be back in it. The longest I've been is with Laura. Oh, you forgot. But yeah, Laura's the one I've been with the longest. And then Michelle, she just opened up a group, Michelle Reed, and I just joined hers when she opened it up. I think she's had it open for like a month or 2, maybe longer. I'm not sure. I just know I was one of the first ones that signed up. That's all I know. But the Cubby group and Lori's group, you had the design group and then the design Ew, I got glue under my nail. The design business group. It helps with you. It's got a lot more tutorials than everything else, and it helps you. Lisa Kellum, I don't know who that is. I want to look those up. She does a little bit more designs than she actually does in her. Now, this is when I was with her in her design group, and you get a lot, you get the business tutorials and everything, whereas in the design group, you just get the design group for the $19. And I think that it's $40. Becky, are you in Lori's group? I think it might be 40. I don't know. That's what it was when I left out. But she's also got YouTube. I'm going to have to check him out. Yeah, I'll be with the group for a little while, and then I'll switch groups. I just want to see what it's about. Jan, what all does Trenton do? Just everything? Yeah, it's 20. Okay, that's what I thought. But design group's the way to go. That's why I said I don't just stick to one design group. I'll bounce around. The one like I said, Laura's the one I've probably been with the longest, and I'll probably never leave Laura. Laura. She's helped me out a tremendous amount. A tremendous amount. And I like what she does too. It's always something different. But that's what it looks like. Like I said, it's very inexpensive. You could do this as he's technically sharp. I'm going to have to check him out, Jan. But yeah, very inexpensive. Laura's group name is Laura Jean's Loft. There's her link is in the Laura Jean's Wreath Room. Laura is $20. I got in before she raised the prices. I mean, hell, that was like over a year ago when I got in her group. So, but it's definitely worth the money. If you're looking for a good design group, she does different things. And when Lori first started her group, I think Laura was one of the original members, like the people that first started out. So, like I said, I'm in Dillon's. I'm in Dillon's here in Texas. So that's one reason why I started with him, just because he does local stuff that I could actually go and look at and stuff. Laura and Michelle Reed. Those are the ones I'm in right now. Michelle and Laura I will always keep, unless I'm unfortunate and lose all the money in the world I have. But while I'm doing this, I will stick with those two. Because they have personally taught me the most. It's not the same thing. It's something different every time. You get centerpieces. You get swags. I mean, you get how to decorate the cup hat I made out of cups. Little things like this. We've made fake bakes before. I mean, I think I have heard that name. Lisa Kellum. I don't know where I've heard it. I want to check her out. But yeah, those every private group does different things. Like I said, I like my private groups, but I'll join a private group for a little while, and if it holds my interest. And I love the BAM stuff. I do, but she is so far talented. I can't even do half the stuff she does. She's amazing on how talented she is. But I just I go to a group who can, pick something small out and show you just some easy way to make it instead of going out and spending an arm and a leg. She's in Fort Worth? Huh. Hey, I'm from Sherman. Well, I'm not there now, but definitely design group Lachey if you're wanting to. She's in Babam's group. You can't, you're poor Becky. Like I said, I'm just now starting to make money at mine. I've had a few sales on Etsy, and I about crap my pants every time something sells. I like to hear that sound. But if you guys have any questions, like I said, these right here on the sports ones, I do take personal orders if you guys want something. There's a lot of sign makers out there that can do certain ones kind of like the way you do. Some of them won't because of the copyright. And I mean, I have a girl here in Odessa that actually does signs. Now, Jan, I've heard of Herman Baker Park where I'm from, but is Herman Baker an actual person? So I'm not the brightest one what you're asking on that one. Like I said, there's a Herman Baker Lake in Sherman, and if there's a Herman Baker person, I don't know. Yeah, you're in Alaska. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, is there like a big base in Alaska to sell there? I think in Fairbanks I saw a Hobby Lobby. I could have been wrong. I don't know, but I know it's hard to get stuff over there. Becky, you'll get there. Well, Lachey, I look at it this way. If they want to buy it bad enough, they're going to buy it. Don't underprice yourself. I did underprice myself, and I started looking at, I just double my prices of what I spend. That's all. I don't charge for my time. I mean, I know I probably should, but let's be realistic. You're just starting out. Are you serious, Jan? I lived in Bonham, which might as well say Sherman. No one knows what Bonham is. Um, oh, good job, Becky. I I sold one yesterday, and the lady's out of the United States, and she wanted me to ship it to Alaska. So I'm like, okay, well, it's kind of heavy because it was one of my lanterns. Shipping ended up being $143. So I had to send the lady a message and refund her money. I felt really, really bad because it's bad for business. But when you go to Etsy, it just says domestic US. You can't, there's nowhere you can put in there except Hawaii and Alaska because that would be contingent US. But there's no place for that. So it's, Jan, you know where Kingston, Oklahoma is on Lake Texoma? Hey, Claudia, how are you? We just finished an OU wreath. I'm an OU fan. Oh, that's right, Lachey. You can't get... Do y'all have a Hobby Lobby there? Well, never mind. I know how much prices are in Alaska. Like, it's like a steak dinner is like $50 per person. Becky, get on Etsy. Get on Etsy. Laura was always on my butt. Get on Etsy, Kara. And once I did, you know, I didn't sell anything for like a month and a half, and I was getting to the point where I was just going to quit doing it. But your lives is where it's at. I just started doing my lives again, and I sold 4 things. I mean, I know it's... See, I was raised in Kingston, Oklahoma, but on Lake Texoma down where Sandy Beach, kind of like, it was in Sanders Island View. I don't know if you know those parts of it. But definitely start doing your lives, Becky, if you're wanting to get out there. Because, you know, you know Laura and the wreath room and everything. Yeah, it is, Lachey. That's why I refunded her money. I felt bad, but on your Etsy page, there's nowhere to put in there, I can't ship to Alaska or Hawaii. I mean, I'll do it if they want to pay the difference in the shipping than what I'm charging for shipping. And I checked all different ones, and the cheapest I could find was $143 from FedEx. Becky, get over it. Lachey, get over it. Did she, Jan? Yeah, I grew up there all the way until I was 16 on my junior year. My mom died, so I had to move into my dad in Howe, Texas, which is right by Sherman. You probably know where that's at. Yeah, you two just get over it and just get on. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, you know, just don't fart or dig in your nose and you're okay. Yeah, I understand, Claudia. I said, when you get in these rooms, when you start doing lives, you share. And everybody shares, and some people, you know... I'm not good at lives. I'm just myself. I'm just crazy and just Hey, I dated a guy from a deal too. I'm just crazy, and that's just my personality. And I mean, why not? What? People just aren't going to tune in. It's no big deal. I mean, get on there, be yourself. Hell, I have a dog that snores and disrupts everybody, but you know, I still do it. Becky, I have to catch myself quite a bit. I do. I really have to catch myself, especially like if I drop something or you know, I'm bad about it. Will you stop? Lachey, I want you to get on YouTube. Exactly, Jan. Lachey, go on YouTube. Go on Crafty Creators and More. Go on all these sites. Go on YouTube. Go on them. And look at some of these lives. Not everybody, I mean, I'm not saying mine are the best in the world, because they're not. But there are stuff that, I mean, some of us look at and we're like, wow. But that doesn't mean that somebody else might not like it. But go and look at Pinterest. There's some stuff that's just like a hot mess, but that don't mean someone's not going to buy it. I saw one that someone put on there and says, hey, you know, I did this one, but I also did this one. And my husband told me to do it, and it sold. That's what she was saying. And I mean, I don't know how it sold, but hey. You know, we have a trading buy, sell, and trade post here. Or any town for that matter. Go on there and list some there. I mean, if you do, I don't do craft shows because I'd have to have a U-Haul to haul all my stuff. I won't ever do one of those again. Hey, Lori girl, what's going on? It's my stepsister. Say hi to Lori, everybody. But, okay, like Lori. I made Lori a military wreath for her stepson, I think. Lori, it's her husband's son. It's pretty much her son. But just word of mouth from her. You know, your name gets put out there. I mean, it's just, you know, say Lori posted it on her business, on her page and said, hey, look, you know, I made this. Janie, you're really nabbed for your OU wreath? See, I don't understand that because it's, you know, these people sold it to me. Like, you know, you bought it at Sims. I mean, Jan, how long ago was that? Let's say I'm going to stalk you, Becky, you too, until you do your live. I'm just letting you know now. Jan, when did they nab you from Etsy? Because I might not list this on my Etsy now. They really had to pull it off. Well, I guess I'll leave it on there until someone says something. I mean, you know, I've seen other people selling like Mickey Mouse. I mean, what, Lori? You tried to take a picture of what? Oh, of your wreath? Yeah, it's not going to let you post it on my live if that's what you're talking about. After the live is off, you can go in there and post it. I think. I'm not sure. But oh, the military wreath I made. I don't know why. Just don't put a price on there. All you gotta do is say, hey, my friend made me this. As long as you're not selling. That's another thing. If you don't have a business page, don't put wreaths on your personal page. And it's not a business, because they will kick you off. It's a big deal. You can't sell. It's like someone will say, get on my personal page, say, hey, let me ask you that. And I'm like, just direct message me. Don't. But yeah, they'll just don't. If you guys like Becky and Lachey, if y'all are starting out, just open you a Facebook business page. It's free. I mean, you ain't got to put all that extra stuff in there. Thank you, Fidencia. Why don't you show it to your friends so I don't have to put it on Etsy, because apparently I'm not going to be able to. That's strange. I've seen people post these all the time. I guess I'll see what's up and let's see if it'll let me do it. Well, worst thing I can do is say no. All right, good. Yeah, let's say, yeah, make sure you do that. Don't put it on your regular page. I got a message sent to me for not to do that. All right, do you guys have any more questions or anything else before I go and kick my dog to move? Bessie's saying goodbye. But I mean it, Becky and Lachey. I'm going to stalk you until you go do your live. It's not a big deal. Camera's not going to jump at you. If you suck, you suck. You'll learn from that. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like last night, my just that video alone, it had 4,000 views. And it's... Yeah, I'll probably just put it on my business page. You're welcome, Becky. But yeah, I will probably see you guys on Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to make. You never know. But I know, Becky, I know. Like I said, if y'all want to go look at the pictures, just look on my homepage and you'll see them. There's 3 of them up there. Everybody keeps asking, so. Because he's too big to let me get in my lap. Oh, God, no. All right, guys. I'm going to finish this so I can go finish watching my Charmed. Yeah, it's just playing continuously. There's something wrong with me. It's a binge fest. I have no life. But yeah, Becky, I'll be on. I usually go on Sundays and Mondays, but if I pop on, it'll probably be this week for that hippopotamus, because I like that. And if no one buys it, I'll put it up on my door. All right, guys, it was fun. I'll see you guys later. Good night. Hell, I can't reach that. Doc, you've got to move. All right, hold on, guys. Can y'all see me? All right, I'm going to show you guys Doc. I can't tell if you can see him or not. Oh, shit. I'm having trouble here. I can't figure it out. There you go. Can you see him? He's so loud. I'm trying to get a good picture of his face. There you go. Doc, can you say hi? He's sleeping on his bone. He's such a mess. There you go. There's a picture of him. Doc. All right, guys. I'll let you go. I just wanted to show you guys Doc. So have a good night.